let's have a review on the constructor I have created, but also I have changed few stuff in that struct because the constructor I have created, it has a screen name which is mandatory and the other fields are optional, and they have also default values. So user ID, screen name, and max ID can be nothing, and the other fields have a default value of count. So if the user doesn't provide any count, so he or she will receive always the one tweets. In case he or she provide more numbers, then they will receive more tweets. And so to able to use that constructor, I had to change the types in the data in the fields. So now because user ID can have nothing, so I just redefine that with union of type integer and nothing, and also wherever I need it, I have added that type of integer or type of string with nothing, unite these two kind of types. So now if the user provides something, then it will use that type, otherwise the default type nothing will be used in that case. So that's all about that constructor. Now we would like to add some docstring in our package, in our structs, and that's a good practice. As we have already seen, there's people complaining about not having a proper doc, so we don't want to have that. So we will add docstring, and how we do that. Each kind of struct or function, we can have double quotes and add our docstring there. And I have checked the Julia GitHub, and the way they did that, you put a tab and then first put the name, and maybe we can tell that that's a data type, and it's from Twilight Timeline, and then we can put a description on that, and also we can put a example on that. So I will run that. I will create an example. For example, creds equal authenticator, and then I'll just put some random words. I will copy that, run it in REPL, and I will copy the whole code and put it in the example. And Julia docs are by default markdown friendly, so if you want to see that, we can just run that part. And then we can go to help mode by typing question mark, and then we can write authenticator, and it shows us the recent doc string. Here it is. So authenticator, and we put the data type from Twilight Timeline, and then there's the example. So like I need to think about that, how I will write the doc. So I will write that doc offline, and in the next video we will discuss about how I wrote the doc. And by the time, you can also visit the Julia repository in Git and to see the base Julia, how they write the document, and then we can match like how you wrote, and you can match that with me, how I wrote. And if there is some suggestion, like you can fork that project in future, and then you can work on improvement of the document of that project. And a lot other projects of Julia need documentation, so you can also fork them and try to add those documents in those projects. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.